Tech Tales 65, June 23rd, 2021. Carrie Holzman's birthday. For those of you who are fans of the Carrie Holzman show, I suggest you send him a happy birthday greeting. Comment on his video or find him on Facebook. It looks to me like he allows messages through Facebook even if you don't already have a friends connection set up with him. So, wish him a happy birthday and a very enjoyable day. So let's go on to today's time slips. Okay, these are all going to be that laptop, or at least several time slips here are going to be that laptop that I started working on in yesterday's Tech Tales. And the first one is there. So I already reported one time slip from that Saturday. So the next time slip on that Saturday, 1 hour and 6 minutes, 2:06 to 3:12 p.m. for Kilo. Verified Dell updates complete. Check old computer finding drive encryption not active. Estimate decrypt new computer time is 5.5 hours. Did not decrypt the drive. Completed checklist and comparison configurations with old computer. Then the next time slip, 18 minutes, 3:20 p.m. to 3:38 p.m. Same day, same person. Arranged new desktop to match old desktop. Sent email and 2 voice messages requesting Google account password. Then the next one, 54 minutes, 4:56 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. Entered Google account password, installed and activated email grouping, reverse sort extension. So I had reported weeks ago about installing this extension to cause the grouped Google email or Gmail, when you turn on the conversations, by default, it sorts them in order with the oldest one at the top, and then you have to scroll down to get to the most recent message. That's just really inconvenient. So you have to install an extension to get that order to be reversed. And I made a video, I think, just on that topic. If you search my channel for videos and use the word Gmail, I think you'll find it. Installed Google Workspace Sync for Outlook, which failed to work. Discussed with Kilo by phone and decided to uninstall because she only uses Outlook for contacts. So Google Sync, what did I call that? Google Workspace Sync for Outlook. That's an add-in for Outlook. Essentially, it's a software that works with Outlook that I've used a lot in the past for the law office pop-up. When we had our accounts hosted by Google and we were using Outlook, and it synchronizes Outlook mail, contacts, calendar, and not tasks. There's a fourth item, whatever it is. And it takes a lot of time to do, and I've reported this on both of their computers in the past, well, Sheldon's computer, that it was just taking such a long time, and because his PST file, or his Google Workspace Sync file, was set to unlimited, which really slows the computer down big time. Well, when I first tried to set this up on her computer, because it was on her old computer, it just didn't work. So I called to discuss it with her because I just don't like that anymore. It's just a real nuisance. And it turns out she only used Outlook for the contacts. Well, why not use Google for the contacts? They're all in there. She didn't have a high level of confidence that they were the same because they appear differently, and you could think that they're not properly synchronized, but they are. So anyway, she decided or agreed to go without the Outlook, the Workspace Sync for Outlook, and try just using the Gmail interface, the Google interface for email and for contacts and for calendar. And her account is hosted by Google, not Microsoft. So it just makes total sense. Decided to discuss with Keto by phone. Decided to uninstall because she only uses Outlook for contacts. Will assist with transition using web interface for contacts due to high performance impact of Google Sync for Outlook. High negative performance impact, perhaps I should say. Then the next time slip, 2 minutes, 5:55 p.m. to 5:57 p.m., 2 laptops returned to client's possession at CAC front door. CAC is Computer Age Consulting. That's the name of my computer consulting services business. There's another one. Same day, an hour and 7 minutes long, 7:08 to 8:15 p.m. Phone support to complete in-home setup. That's right, because I couldn't configure the printer until it's actually connected. And also she didn't know their Wi-Fi password, I think. So we took a little time in getting that figured out. Made adjustments to Word and scanning defaults. So Microsoft Word made some adjustments to how that's configured. Probably the I know what it was. The welcome screen. When you launch a recent version of Microsoft Word, it has this welcome screen where you can start from a new template or recent documents. Turns out she likes that, so I turned that back on. My routine is to disable that because my Office clients typically, since they've migrated from previous versions of Word, I just always turn that off. She wanted that on. So scanning defaults for that's once we got the scanner connected and functional, what folder she wanted that to default into. And actually we've kind of streamlined this so it's easier for her to do scanning than what she used to use. Reviewed usage of Gmail, contacts, and calendar as default web pages in Chrome. So I set up Chrome so that when she launches it, the first tab is Gmail, the second tab is contacts, the third tab is calendar. And that's the way I do with my account. So I just gave her an orientation as to how that works so that she doesn't actually have to click to go in each of those different apps. Eliminated undesired desktop icons. So I spent time, I reported in a prior time slip that I spent time getting her new desktop to match the old desktop. I thought I was doing a good thing. Usually I don't do that. I thought that to the level that I knew her that she would appreciate not having an environment that looks the same, right? So I spent time doing that. Turns out, no, she doesn't like all that clutter. She had clutter on her desktop because the computer hadn't been working very well recently, so she started saving some things for the desktop. She wanted a clean desktop. I mean, totally clean. She didn't want the recycle bin on the desktop. So we actually got rid of everything. Some things we had to move to her Google Drive folder for documents that were on the desktop. Did not create shortcuts because she didn't need shortcuts for them on the desktop. Trained how to, so we didn't actually do all of it. I trained her how to move desktop PDF files to appropriate folders because they all belonged in different folders. So I provided a little training for how to do that. Performed merge operation of duplicate contacts. So Gmail on the contacts tab. This is probably one of the reasons why she didn't have a lot of confidence in the contacts in the Gmail interface or the Google Works interface, because it was reporting there's a lot of duplicate contacts. I mean, I don't know what the number was. It was over 1,000. And so I explained how these merge operations work and and there's just a ton of them. And when she came to realize that clicking to just merge all of them means whatever supplemental information is in the two disparate contact cards, they're just going to be merged together. And so we did that. And it didn't take a whole lot of very long. I think less than a minute. I was surprised how quick it went for that many. And then there was, let me read this on. Trained how to perform append operations, proposing contacts. So in the Google Contacts page, she's got contact cards, but Google was proposing to append information that it was finding elsewhere that it thought might belong to a particular contact. It was obviously not correct in every instance. So some of them was correct, where it was pulling information, I think mostly from emails, that might be supplemental information for contact cards. So I trained her how to go through those, and there was over 100 and some odd of those that it was proposing. Then removed cycle bin from desktop, eliminated multiple icons from display in systray. Okay, the systray, she wanted that slim, nothing there, very little there. So yeah, I was surprised. I had no idea that this was her preference, to have really clean desktop. I love that. That's great. Now, what I'm going to do, this is a home office business, husband and wife team running this business. They are price sensitive. And since I spent that time out of my own initiative in a prior time slip arranging the desktop, I'm going to reverse that charge. It'll still be on the invoice, but I will voluntarily reverse that charge because that was not requested and it was not something that she wanted. So yeah, gonna do that. That'll do it for this time slip. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.